Most people believe that walking more is the key to staying healthy after 70, but what if I told you that leading doctors and researchers are now urging older adults to rethink their approach? Walking is an excellent way to stay active, but if it's your only form of exercise, you may be unknowingly accelerating the effects of aging instead of slowing them down. While walking supports cardiovascular health and mobility, it doesn't do enough to protect muscle mass, maintain balance, or prevent falls, all of which become increasingly critical as you age. The truth is, after 70, your body needs more than just walking to stay strong, mobile, and independent. Relying solely on walking while neglecting other essential forms of movement can lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and even a higher risk of injury. That's why experts now recommend that after 70, you should complement walking with 5 essential types of exercise that play a crucial role in maintaining strength, stability, and longevity. These simple yet powerful changes can enhance your mobility, protect your bones, and even add years to your life. In this video, we'll break down these 5 key areas so you can make informed decisions about your health. Stick with me until the end because the last one is a game changer that almost no one talks about, but it can significantly impact how well you age. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you find this information valuable, type 1 in the comments. If you disagree or have questions, type 0 to let me know your thoughts. I appreciate your feedback. Now, let's get started. 1. Strength training to preserve muscle mass. Walking is beneficial, but if it's the only thing you're doing, you may be unintentionally allowing your muscles to weaken over time. After 70, one of the biggest threats to independence is sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass. Unfortunately, walking alone doesn't provide enough resistance to prevent this decline. While it engages the lower body, it doesn't stimulate muscles in a way that builds strength. This is why doctors now emphasize strength training as a top priority for older adults. Strength training directly counteracts muscle loss, improves balance, and helps you maintain the ability to perform everyday activities, like carrying groceries, standing up from a chair without assistance, or opening a tight jar. Take Robert, for example. At 74, he walked daily and assumed it was enough to keep him fit. But over time, he noticed he struggled to lift objects that once felt light and found it harder to stand up from his couch. At first, he blamed aging, but his doctor explained that muscle loss was the real issue. Robert started incorporating simple strength exercises like resistance bands, body weight squats, and light dumbbell workouts. Within months, he felt significantly stronger, steadier, and more energized. Strength training doesn't mean heavy gym workouts. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing chair squats or counter push-ups, lifting small household objects. The key is progressive resistance, consistently challenging your muscles to stay active and engaged. Research shows that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to longevity, improved mobility, and even better cognitive health. Want to test your current strength? Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If you struggle, it's a sign that adding strength exercises to your routine could benefit you tremendously. The good news? It's never too late to rebuild strength. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, enhance balance, and keep you independent for years to come. So if walking is still your only form of exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle is the foundation of longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most important things you can preserve. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, comment 1 below. to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on to the next crucial element of healthy aging. 2 essential exercises to improve balance and prevent falls. Walking is an excellent way to stay active, but what many people don't realize is that it doesn't necessarily improve balance. And by the time balance starts to deteriorate, the risks can be serious. After the age of 70, preventing falls becomes one of the most critical aspects of maintaining independence and overall well-being. Falls are a leading cause of serious injury among older adults, and surprisingly, weak legs are not always the main culprit. Instead, poor balance is often to blame. Balance isn't something that stays strong automatically. Just like muscle strength, it gradually declines if you don't actively work on it. Many people assume that because they've been walking for decades, their balance must be fine. But the truth is, walking doesn't fully engage the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core, the way balance-specific exercises do. If those muscles weaken, even the smallest misstep can turn into a dangerous fall that could take months or even years to recover from. Think about simple daily activities like putting on a sock while standing or reaching for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady, or did you need to grab onto something for support? Many people don't notice their balance declining until they experience a near fall, an alarming moment that leaves them hesitant and cautious with every step. Take Edward, for example. At 76, he was always active, but one day while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an awkward angle and he suddenly lost his balance. He managed to catch himself just in time, but that split-second scare made him realize how vulnerable he had become. His doctor recommended simple balance exercises, standing on one foot, shifting weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements. Within just a few weeks, Edward noticed a remarkable improvement in his steadiness, confidence, and overall mobility. The good news is that improving balance doesn't require a gym or special equipment. Simple movements like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or performing slow, controlled weight shifts can dramatically enhance stability. And the benefits go far beyond just preventing falls. Better balance leads to improved posture, quicker reflexes, and enhanced coordination, making every movement feel more effortless and controlled. Want to test your balance? Try this. Stand near a sturdy surface for support and lift one foot off the ground. See if you can maintain your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you find this easy, that's a great sign. If you struggle, it's a clear indication that your balance needs attention. The good news? The sooner you start training, the better your results will be. Balance is one of those things that often goes unnoticed until it becomes a problem. But by prioritizing it now, you can maintain strength, confidence, and independence for years to come. So if walking has been your main form of exercise, it's time to take the next step. Start training your body to stay steady. Because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay active, it's to build the balance you need to move with stability and confidence. 3. Essential flexibility and mobility exercises for healthy joints. Walking is a great way to stay active, but it doesn't do enough to maintain flexibility and full joint mobility, especially as we age. After 70, keeping your joints limber becomes just as important as staying physically active. Over time, joints naturally stiffen, range of motion decreases, and simple movements that once felt effortless, like bending down to pick something up or reaching behind you, can start to feel restrictive. If you've ever noticed stiffness when turning your head, or if tasks like putting on a jacket feel more difficult than before, It's a sign that your flexibility is declining. Many people don't realize how critical mobility is until they start losing it, and by then, even basic daily activities can become a struggle. The good news is you can prevent this decline by actively working on flexibility and mobility exercises, which help keep your joints fluid, pain-free, and fully functional. The hidden risks of ignoring mobility. Walking is beneficial for overall health, but it doesn't engage all the necessary movement patterns that keep your joints in top shape. Your muscles and connective tissues naturally tighten over time, limiting your range of motion bit by bit. Without proper stretching and joint exercises, stiffness can slowly take away your freedom of movement. Consider Walter, 78, an active individual who walked daily. Over time, he noticed getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer, and reaching for objects on the floor required more effort than before. When he mentioned this to his doctor, he was told that mobility loss wasn't simply about aging. It was about not using his joints through their full range of motion. Walter began incorporating simple yet effective flexibility and mobility exercises into his routine. Within a few weeks, he felt more agile, comfortable, and even noticed improvements in his posture. His story is proof that flexibility isn't something you have to lose, it's something you can actively maintain. 3 key exercises for better flexibility and mobility. Flexibility exercises go beyond just static stretching. Incorporating dynamic stretches and controlled joint movements can make a world of difference in how your body feels and functions. Here are 3 simple exercises to keep your joints healthy and your movements smooth. Neck rotations. Stand tall and slowly turn your head as far as comfortable to the left, then to the right. This helps maintain cervical spine mobility, reducing neck stiffness and improving range of motion. Knee to chest stretch. While standing or lying down, pull one knee toward your chest and hold for 10 to 15 seconds. This stretches the lower back and hips, helping maintain spinal flexibility and reducing tightness in the hip flexors. Ankle circles. While seated or standing, lift one foot off the ground and rotate your ankle in slow, controlled circles. This enhances ankle mobility, improves circulation, and reduces the risk of falls due to poor foot flexibility. The long-term benefits of maintaining flexibility. By incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, you're not just preventing stiffness, you're actively improving circulation, reducing aches and pains, enhancing posture, and lowering the risk of falls. Even a few minutes of targeted stretching each day can make a significant impact on your ability to move freely and comfortably. Test your flexibility. Want to assess your current flexibility? Try this simple test. Stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as possible to one side, then the other. If you feel any tightness or restriction, it's a sign that your flexibility may be decreasing. And now is the perfect time to do something about it. Mobility loss is not inevitable. With just a few minutes of focused stretching daily, you can keep your body feeling younger, more agile, and pain-free for years to come. If walking is your primary form of exercise, it's time to prioritize flexibility as well. Staying mobile isn't just about staying active. It's about ensuring that every movement remains smooth, effortless, and pain-free well into your later years. If you found this valuable, let me know by leaving a comment below. Now let's keep moving. The key to joint health: protecting your mobility and independence. If you want to assess how well your joints are functioning, try this simple test. Sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. Pay attention to how your knees and hips feel. Do they move smoothly, or do you notice stiffness, discomfort, or even a slight hesitation? If you feel any tightness or pain, that's your body signaling that your joints need more care. And the good news? With the right approach, you can improve mobility, reduce stiffness, and keep your joints healthy for years to come. Why joint health matters more than you think. Maintaining strong, flexible joints is about more than just avoiding pain. It's about preserving your ability to move freely, protecting your independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels stable and effortless, rather than strained or uncomfortable. Too often, people focus solely on walking as their primary form of exercise, believing it's enough to keep them active. But while walking is great for general movement, it doesn't address the full range of motion your joints need to stay strong and pain-free. The reality is that after 70, prioritizing joint health becomes essential. As we age, cartilage naturally wears down, synovial fluid production decreases, and muscles surrounding the joints weaken, leading to stiffness, reduced flexibility, and an increased risk of discomfort with everyday activities. However, incorporating targeted low-impact movements can make a dramatic difference in how your joints function and feel. Final thoughts: the 5 priorities for lifelong mobility. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on 5 key areas that play a crucial role in keeping you strong, mobile, and independent. Protecting muscle mass. Strength training helps support your joints and prevents muscle loss. Improving balance. Stability exercises reduce the risk of falls, which are a leading cause of injury in older adults. Increasing flexibility. Stretching and mobility exercises help maintain your range of motion. Strengthening your core. A strong core enhances posture, stability, and overall movement control. Reducing joint strain. Low-impact exercises keep your joints moving smoothly without excessive stress. If you've only been focusing on 1 or 2 of these areas, especially just walking, it may be time to shift your approach. Your body is still capable of improving at any age. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to support more content designed to keep you active, independent, and feeling your best. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to helping you stay strong and mobile in the next video.